Great. So the topic is influence of soft skills, technical skills, and innovation on the learnability of educators and their overall performance. The study examines how teachers' hard skills, that is, the technical proficiency and subject specific knowledge, and soft skills, that is, communication, adaptability, and teamwork, affect their innovative capabilities, highlighting the importance of organizational learning. The points to ponder upon are educational issues arise from the industrial revolution's drastic developments, and this era, the 4.0 era, requires highly qualified, flexible, adaptable, and responsive human resources to rapid and unanticipated changes. To remain competitive and flexible, the higher education institutes must empower and involve teachers as significant contributors to the school achievement and become true organizational learning environment where instructors drive change and progress. Several scholars have noted that hard skills are easily documented and structured, whereas the soft skills are personal knowledge that is hard to formalize or share. Soft skill transmission usually needs personal interaction, as per Lee in 2019. Then the research gap, sample and contribution. For the gap, the findings focused on corporate organizations, but other studies imply that formal and informal learning environments can greatly impact teachers' innovation capacities in education. The sample were taken, we sent to 300 teachers, we sent our questionnaire, but out of that we could get only 211 valid responses, and making a sample of 70.05%. Then comes the hypothesis. For this research, four topics or 4 points on which hypotheses were developed are the impact of hard and soft skill on teachers innovation. That is, the first hypothesis is hard skills have an effect on teachers innovation capability. Second is soft skills have an effect on teachers innovation capability. On the basis of learning organization on teacher innovations impact, we have the hypothesis number 3, which is organizational learning has a direct effect on teachers innovation capability. Third is impact of teachers innovation capability on performance. That is, TIC has a direct effect on teachers performance. Fourth, effect of HEI's learning. That is, the higher education's learning mediates the hard skills and TIC. The sixth hypothesis is HEI's learning mediates soft skills and teaching innovation. Then the research objectives. We have 6 research objectives. First is to examine the hard skills on TIC, effect of hard skills on TIC. Second is effect of soft skills on TIC. Third, to investigate the impact of organizational learning, OL, on teachers innovation capability, TIC. To assess a relationship between TIC and TP, that is teachers performance. uh, Fifth is to explore the mediating role of HEI's learning in relationship between hard skills and TIC, whereas the sixth is to evaluate the mediating role of HEI's in the relationship between soft skills and hard skills. The research instrument and design for this study was, it was quantitative in nature. We distributed questionnaires to 300 teachers that I earlier told also. In that questionnaire, 6 items from Henderman and Kentner were assessed for hard skills, and 4 items of the same from this Henderman and Kenter tool was adopted for soft skills. For organizational learning, 5 item measure from Jimenez and Sense Valley 2011 tool was taken. For innovation capability, that is the TIC, a 5 item scale was taken from Lee and Choi, 2003 tool. For performance, 4 item tool from Grace et al. In 2016 was taken, and semi-open questions were there about the respondents' identities, whereas close-ended were for these main questions, that is the questionnaires, and it was scaled on the Likert scale with 5 response options. And PLS SIM was used, 4.0 was used for the data calculation and evaluations. So then comes the validity and reliability, how we tested the reliability, validity and reliability. For that, testing models analyzed the convergent validity, discriminant validity, and composite reliability. And to evaluate the study hypothesis, PLS 4.0 was used. And in this table, the CR and the AVE are given. AVE is the um, average variance extracted. So then the discriminant validity table. Whenever discriminant validity is tested, it is assured that each thought of latent variable is unique from the other. And if it is and for the Cronbeck alpha and composite reliability, if the measure is exceeding zero point 0.7, then it is considered a good take. And here we can see also, I am highlight trying to highlight this. If you all can see, these are all greater than zero point 0.7, so it was a good test from our side. Then comes the SEM path diagram, the structural equation model diagram. Uh, in this, we used the discriminant, we got the paths for each and every variable. For example, the hard skills with the TIC had of 0.263, whereas the path for hard skills and the organizational learning was 0.230. The soft skills with organizational learning was 0.181. The soft skills with TIC, teacher innovation coefficient, was 0.552. And the TIC, the teacher's innovation capability with the teacher's performance, is 0.4848. Then comes the discriminant validity table, and this is the same as I shown before as well. The For the hypothesis, R squared values showed that the variance, how much the variance is dependent on the variables, and the significance test values, which corroborate the hypothesized correlations, and the important findings were bootstrapped. For fourth table, the hypothesis testing, uh, it showed the detailed analysis of the research variables, including the T statistics and P value also. P, as P is less than 0.05, so all the these were accepted. And it showed that the relationship has a significant uh, hello.
Hello, good Dr. Data.
Yeah. Am I
Yes,
audible?
Dr. Boda, continue, and Dr. Gadi Boda, thank you so much. I'm going to hand
Yeah.
over to you. Just 1 minute. Dr. Vidugo, you just continue because our chair is here. So I'm going to hand over this to Professor Bodor. So you just continue.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Then comes the result of hypothesis testing. These are all statistical terms we already see above, but I would like to highlight a few. Like hard skills and soft skills could explain 72.7% of the variance in the organizational learning, with an R square value of 0.727, and so on and so forth. We have already seen in the table. So now the discussion. What we saw was in this research, sharing of hard skills significantly enhanced the TIC teachers' innovative capability and the potential, both directly through the mediating role of organizational learning as well. And this suggested that the educators who possess well developed hard skills are more capable of implementing innovative practices within school. And similar results have been reported in four other researches as well. With that, this study also established that both hard and soft skills contribute to enhanced organizational learning. Then, if there is a deficiency in teachers with the strong hard skills and soft skills, it may impede innovation, competitiveness, growth, and adaptability in the schools. Furthermore, the study revealed that organizational learning not only enhances teachers' creativity but also mediates the relationship between both hard and soft skills and innovation. uh, Moreover, the TIC, that is teachers' innovative capabilities, positively influence their performance, aligning with the finding of one other research that had been taken up in 2018 by Martinez and Costa. Finally, the studies underscored the importance of schools leveraging past experiences while integrating teachers' hard and soft skills to enhance organizational learning. Then the implications of these findings are far reaching. Teachers who lack the self efficacy to create their own digital content and share it with their peers are unlikely to engage their students effectively in the digital learning landscape. And the ability to create and curate digital content is essential in a world increasingly dominated by technology, where students expect learning experiences that are dynamic, interactive, and relevant to their lives. Then, if educators are unable to produce their own digital resources, they may struggle to motivate the students or provide meaningful learning experiences that foster critical thinking and problem solving skills. The scenario possesses a significant barrier to educational progress and modernization, as it limits the potential for teachers to embrace new pedagogical approaches that are essential for fostering 21st century skills in the students. Then, the hard skills, uh, if they are improved, they enable the teachers to innovate effectively in the classrooms. And similar findings were observed by Perez Luno, Terhorst, Budau, and Shea in their relevant researches. Then the teaching and learning facilitate knowledge development and reuse, including intellectual property. And the other implication was that a shortage of teachers with hard and soft skills may hinder innovation, competitiveness, growth, and adaptability. Training in hard and soft skills for teachers will impact national education, and the advanced and creative teachers will contribute to the societal progress and modernization. The soft skills impact innovation more than hard skills. And then finally, the conclusion: HEIs must give teachers autonomy and knowledge exchange to make soft skills a predictor of creativity. And if we talk about knowledge management in HEIs, they work best when teachers perform well. The organizational learning helps the teachers to create knowledge as well. Teachers must prepare their kids, the students, for a knowledge based society rather than just cramming and just for the sake of marks. Not like that, it should not be there. uh, the study also showed that how hard and soft skills, uh, this is about the limitations. The study showed that how hard and soft skills affect teachers innovation directly and indirectly through organizational learning variables. And further research is to see if the factors affect instructors inventiveness as well. And the second is, the research was done in college only, so it can be spanned on various other institutes or industries as well. and these are the references. Thank you.